You know, Ranger Gord, you living, eating, and sleeping up here in the tower for 16 years. You ever suffer from acrophobia at all?
What's that, Red?
Oh, fear of heights.
Heights?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not really that high here.
What's the matter?
Oh.
You all right? What, you all right?
Help me.
What's the matter?
It's too high.
No, no. We're only 200 to 300 feet. No, it's nothing.
I'm too high.
What?
I'm too high.
No, you're fine.
Too high.
Fine. What?
I'm too high.
What? What's the matter?
I'm too high.
No, you're not. You're embarrassed. We're on television, Gord.
What?
We're on television here.
Oh.
Well, you're all right. You're crying on my shoe.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. You know, when you look back into the medieval history and so on, there's a lot of tradition, a lot of pomp, circumstance, and so on, and that's what we wanted to recreate in the... This is a normal way of starting, apparently, of starting a... Boy, that would get on your nerves, wouldn't it? Yeah. There we go. That's my way of throwing down the gauntlet. And what this does is sets up a sword fight or some sort of a duel of some kind. Now, we have the fencing stuff. We used to do a lot more fencing up at the lodge before the police crackdown. But you get the mask on there. That's actually me behind there. See, it makes that little noise when you hit a guy, so you're not really going to hurt him. These are sort of practicing. I put my hat on there so I'd know who I was in case I got lost. And Bill's got a little meeting here on his there, too, and a pop's hat on. And he actually got the prescription screen on that. Didn't want to strain his eyes, I guess. Bow to your corner and do-si-do. No. Oh, for goodness sake. That is a bit frightening, isn't it? But now we get into the majesty of it all. We'll sort of... Okay, all right. So you got to really hold on to the sword with that. You know, it's a good one on Bill. Oh. Oh, it's kind of a good one on me, I guess. Oh, well. I got 3 other wheels. No, don't you worry about it, Bill. There you go. And back to the sword fight. Wow. Yeah. Thrust, Terry, thrust, Terry, thrust, parry, thrust. Ouch. Goodbye. There we go. Why don't you run and catch that, Bill? Look out. The van kind of got back at him. No, it's over there. Take the mask off. Where you go? It's over there. Yep. Get that sword. Chasing a sword. That's bright, isn't it? Here it comes, Bill. Grab it. Oh, you missed it. Oh, you're fine. Hey, it's just for your shoe. There's no problem there. At least now I know where Bill is. Might as well finish the fight, though. Never gonna leave a fight finished. I love the Middle Ages. Stay tuned for my upcoming horror film, Jason of the Round Table.
Pardon me?
Blow me a herald, Harold.
What's a herald, Uncle Red?
You know, the way they would herald the trumpet, the approaching king, you know, to bring the king in.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Here he comes!
King Red, the Conqueror.
Wow! You look psychotic, Uncle Red.
You saucy-tongued minstrel. I could have you beheaded.
Well, that's better than dying of embarrassment. Look at me!
That's your own fault, Harold. I told you could be the wizard if you wanted to.
Wizard? I thought you said whizzer. Well, what's all that talk about the royal we on the throne?
All right, you've just come home in the best mood of your life. You walk through the front door and you hear those words that makes your blood run cold.
We need to talk.
Oh, boy. Okay, first off, men shoot the breeze, men chew the fat, men don't talk, all right?
Yeah. And when she gets you to talk, she wants you to do something else men don't do. Share your feelings. Ooh.
Problem here is, men only have 3 emotions. Mild anxiety, full-blown panic. I may have miscounted.
No. There's the other one when you're driving. Primal rage.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, whereas compared to men, women have a huge range of emotions with the subtle gradations and smooth transitions of an FM radio dial.
Yeah, you see, if emotions were colors, A woman's emotions would look like that wall of paint chips at the hardware store.
Yeah.
With names like Misty River Green and Silver Brumby Beige.
Whereas men are stuck with Rust-Oleum Red and Safety Yellow. That's why we're always painting ourselves into a corner.
So, here's what you do. Don't talk. Just listen.
But listen smart. Clamp down on the inside of your mouth with your teeth.
Yeah. That'll give you a real soulful look. And maybe bring tears to your eyes, which you can dab away with your manly fist.
Score big points there, I'll tell you.
Yeah, so if you're swimming in a deep well of emotional riches.
Whereas actually you're wading in the shallow end of clueless wonderment.
So remember, bide your time.
And bite your tongue.
Welcome to the expert portion of the show. On this week's expert portion of the show, we have two excellent experts, my Uncle Red Green and his best friend, Mr. Edgar Montrose. Okay. This letter goes as follows, and it's from a viewer in Madison, Wisconsin. Dear experts, I am restoring a 1963 Rambler. At about 2 a.m. last night, I went into the house for a clean bandage, and I found a note. It's from my wife, and she was saying that she was leaving me. All of her clothes were gone, and I think she took most of the furniture. Is she kidding or what? Signed, Confused.
Well, thanks for writing confused rather than, you know, showing up in person.
Okay, now, the hardest thing about these situations is getting rid of the stove.
So, this gentleman here, he's got a Rambler.
His wife is gone, Harold, and once a man starts cooking his own meals, the next thing you know, he thinks he can live without women. And that way lies madness. Now, believe me, I'm not just guessing about this. You gotta get rid of the stove.
Not that easy to do, Edgar, you know. The environmentalists won't let you just throw them into the lake anymore. You know what I would do? I'd put her up on top of the van, go for a drive, whatever happens, happens.
Parts per million, that's a secret. You gotta lower the parts per million. Reduce the density. Break that baby down into tiny little pieces so it can be absorbed by the earth. Put a triple charge of number 7 dynamite in the oven drawer and kaboom!
You know, that would be kind of fun to watch, I would think.
Sounds incredibly dangerous.
Exactly.
Well, just make sure you don't have a magnet in your pocket or you'll wind up with 200 pounds of iron filings in your shorts. Again.
Blow up the stove and romance comes back into your life. Quite possibly the stupidest advice I've ever heard.
Well, of course it is, Harold. We're just killing time here.
That's for sure. Anyone who's restoring a Rambler's beyond help anyway.
Well, who would have thought? Two guys in homemade armor, carrying sharpened wooden lances, heading at each other on a couple of pommel horses bolted to K cars would be dangerous. I guess it was kind of a rough being the Knight of the Round Table. Of course, back in those days, they didn't have to worry about a tie rod breaking.
There was cars swerving everywhere. When Sticky Peterson's monk robes got stuck in that bumper, he went from being Friar Tuck to Lady Godiva.
Yeah, you know, it really made us appreciate the things we have today. Ambulances, stretchers, x-ray machines.
I guess call it the possum meeting time over
Yeah,
there.
you go ahead, Harold. I'll be down. I want to get this armor off. I'm getting metal fatigue here. So if my wife is watching, I'm no longer King Red. I've renounced my throne. Going back to being a serf, and surf's up. To the rest of you, thanks so much for watching. On behalf of myself and Harold and the whole gang out here at Possum Lodge, keep your stick on the ice.
Here, head them up, Adam, and
are you, Harold?
I'm good.
No, you're not. To learn more about the Red Green Show, join us at Possum Lodge through PBS Online at the internet address on your screen.